Yes, I understand that you want to talk someone higher, but unfortunately for now, they're quite busy. And I know
So the escalation team is busy, and so is your supervisor. And there's no way that I can wait for either one of them.
well, fortunately for now, yes. But I've already informed them about your situation regarding this.
That's not doing me any good, sir.
Yeah.
I've never been told that I couldn't wait for a supervisor. Please go back and tell your supervisor that I fully intend on waiting unless you're gonna hang up on me.
Oh, no, of course not. I'm not gonna hang up on you.
Okay, so we can sit here and talk to each other about our livelihoods until he's ready. How about that?
Yeah, I know you want to talk to someone higher.
Yeah, I fully intend on staying on this phone until your supervisor decides to pick that up.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and try my best again. Hopefully I won't get fired for this.
Well, hopefully he'll go on and answer the phone instead of brushing me off. Or you allow me to speak to the escalation team, because as I mentioned before, I just spoke to the supervisor of the escalation team a couple days ago, and she did inform me that a lot of times they're just sitting there waiting on calls because you guys do not transfer them. And I believe her because I have numerous videos of you guys denying us to speak to the escalation team. I do video every last one of my calls, and I do screenshot every conversation that I have with you guys when it's through instant message. So I have countless videos and countless screenshots of my conversations with you guys. And I fully intend on submitting this stuff to News Channel 5. I've actually already started. Hello? Wow.
Hello, let me hello.
Did you hear anything I just said?
I'm trying to speak to my supervisor right now. I'm really trying to persuade them.
Okay, so let me go ahead and repeat myself before you threw me on hold and didn't say anything. Now, I fully intend on speaking to your supervisor. The thing is,
Yes.
I've already spoken with the escalation team supervisor a couple days ago, as you can clearly see in my account. And I was informed by that supervisor that a lot of times they do not receive calls, so they're sitting there half the night waiting to get calls because unfortunately you guys have continuously denied us to speak to them. The problem with that is I believe her because I have countless videos of you guys denying us to speak to the escalation team repeatedly.
Okay.
Now, I record every single phone call that I have with you guys. And I also screenshot every message that I have with you guys instant message. And I fully intend on submitting the rest of these videos, including this one, to the escalation team myself. You guys are not the only way that we can get to the escalation team. All we have to do is go to the main office.
Okay.
Okay.
Since you bring that up, have you already bring your concern about this one to the escalation team since you've already talked to them personally?
No, not tonight I haven't, but I will make sure I go and do that tomorrow. Clearly it's after hours for the main office when these things started to occur. But the things over the last few days that you see in your system right now, yes, they have been documented along with the videos, along with the screenshots.
Okay.
Now, if you look further into the system, a few more days back, I was actually on the phone with another one of you guys, and what I ended up doing was speaking to News Channel 5. If you look back a little bit further than that, you'll see that one of your representatives was on the phone with me while I was speaking to my lawyer.
Okay.
You guys are denying us protocol. That's illegal. That's discrimination. That's retaliation. I mean, the list goes on. That's creating a hostile work environment. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys other than I'm sure you probably know by now. And I just found out today that your contract with Doordash will be up in December. And they do not plan on renewing that because of the numerous complaints that they got, such as these. I have tried on so many different occasions to give you guys the opportunity to redeem yourself. Unfortunately, you guys insist. I don't know if you guys know about it and you're pretty much sitting there just trying to get a paycheck and refuse to do anything because you know in December you guys will no longer have this contract with Doordash. I mean, I don't know what the issue is. At this point, I really don't care. Only because you guys have neglected to care anything about your DoorDashers.
Okay.
So I fully intend on sitting on this phone until either your supervisor picks up the phone or you transfer me to the escalation team, or you do like many others and just hang the phone up on me and say, oops, it was a mistake, which I know it's not because it's too much of a coincidence. And you are being recorded as we speak. And just so you can get a bit of the law, this is not a violation of the wiretap law. Reason being is because you guys are already recording me. So that allows me to do the same. That means if I want to go ahead and submit these videos to any news station I choose or any newspaper I choose, I can very well do so. So please go back to your supervisor and tell your supervisor that he really needs to pick up the phone.
Yes, I have done that, and
so you're not going to do it again?
No, I'm going to do that again. I'm just
okay.
going to look for my system here, a way for me to get you through to the escalation team. Okay?
Yeah, please.
I'd
rather speak with the escalation team, but I would like to go up the chain of command. Since you're refusing to allow me to speak to the escalation team, I want your supervisor to get on the phone and do the very same. So this way I can show proof that it's not just you guys, it's also management.
Okay, I'm not denying you to talk to the escalation team.
You are. You absolutely are, because you are not connecting me for things that only the escalation team can handle.
Well, apparently there's a process for that one.
So please explain to me why you haven't transferred me to the escalation team.
Well, regarding this concern, I have to verify first.
You have to verify what? We just went through it.
Yeah.
We just went through the whole issue.
Yes.
So then why am I not being transferred? Hello?
Hold on. Yes, I'm still here. I'm checking.
Checking what?
I'm checking for the, because I can put you through the escalation team, okay?
Please. That would be nice.
Comedian, sorry for this long moment of silence. Hello?
Yes, I'm still here.
Great. So I'll just go ahead and talk to the supervisor for a moment, okay? You may hear a long moment of silence.
Okay. Still not gonna transfer me. Lovebug, you still there? I'm not gonna say your name out loud because you know why.
Yeah.
Great. You hear the babbling bull?
Yeah.
I am actually recording this too, on purpose. You know how I do. Supervisors don't want to get on the phone now. This is absolutely this is funny. And we are not, we have not been put on hold. The phone is actually muted so that they can hear us and us not hear them. I'm not going to say your name out loud on purpose just yet. Well, at all. Because I want them to walk themselves into a hole first. I can almost guarantee you this phone call will mess around and all of the sudden it'll drop. What's even more hilarious is while I'm sitting here, I get a freaking $8 order. And I've been thrown nothing but $2, $3, and $4 orders. Hell, even when while it was during peak, it's supposed to be a $2.50 increase. I wasn't getting anything over $6. But without peak, I'm getting $8 orders. That's hilarious, isn't it? And they say that you're in their rules, it states that you can't receive your peak pay unless you've accepted 80% of your what they call it, your orders for the day. And they knew by throwing me nothing but $2 and $3 orders during peak and even forcing them through while my account was paused, that they can say, hey, this is why you didn't get your peak pay. But much like this video just captured, they have the ability to send you whatever dollar amount that they want. They have the ability to alter the dollar amount, and they have the ability to send you orders or pause your orders so that you do not receive them. Last night when I logged in, it had 2 bars and said very busy, and I didn't get, but the last 3 hours of my shift, I got an order an hour.
Oh, me again?
Yes, I'm here.
Well, sorry for this one. Okay, great. So I'm just fixing this one so that you can talk to my supervisor, okay?
Cool.
Great. Sorry for this long moment of silence. It takes too long for this.
I'm sure.
To get to this.
Uh-huh.
Just stay on the line, okay?
Oh, believe me, I will.
Yeah, great.
So now my next step is to finish submitting all of this information, not only to, like I said, every news channel I can possibly reach out to, but I fully intend on submitting this again tomorrow to the the main office, and getting to the escalation team that way, since there's absolutely no way they'll allow me through them to speak to the escalation team. I can say that I'm glad they will not be renewing their contract with them. Oh, by the way, start keeping track of your well,
Yeah.
no, don't worry about it. I got it. I'll tell you about it when I get off the phone with them. Doordash has had 2 security breaches, and the last one I want to say was last month. Actually, October. Yeah, it was last month. 4.5 million people were affected. Their personal information was hacked, including myself. These were checking account, bank account information, email information. This was also part of that 4.5 million people were not only merchants, but it was DoorDashers and customers. Like, these folks are purposely hacking people's stuff. And thanks to my bank, I was actually able to prove that it absolutely did not come from a third party. It came from them. I have never ever spoken to a group of people from overseas that all had Americanized names. There's absolutely no such thing.
Oh, Gamijan?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah, just hold on. I'm gonna transfer you, okay?
I'm sorry?
I'm just gonna transfer you right now, okay? Just
To who? The supervisor or the escalation team?
yes, supervisor.
Oh, just the supervisor. Okay. Okay, love bug, give me a minute. I'm gonna call you right back when I get back in the car so I can go grab this order really quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put you right back on the phone, okay?
All right.
All right. Come and get me. You gonna check over? Did you clean out my walk? Did you clean out my walk and sweep it? Did you sweep my walk?
Yes, I do. All that, son.
Hey, lady. DoorDash for Heather.
Heather.
Hello, I'm before you try. Yeah, here you go. Tell her I'm about to. This moment is right there. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Just so you guys can see, there is clearly a phone icon up here, which shows me that they are still on the phone. If that little icon disappears, then we know they hung up, which they have been known to do quite often. Unfortunately, I have to use the bathroom while I'm still recording because they'll use that as an excuse to hang up. Sorry about that. But I can't cut the recording, unfortunately. These folks have been known to do some of this. I guess they didn't want to hear me too. I'm not going to stop this recording, not for a second, because I do not have time to keep playing with these folks. You see that phone icon is still there, and you can clearly hear the elevator music. They're still here. See y'all ladies in a minute. Sorry, I'm still recording, so I'm trying to.
Hi, thanks for waiting. This is Morgan. I'm one of the managers from Doordash.
Yes. I'm glad you came to the phone. So I have a bit of a problem. And part of that problem would be that the orders that I received during peak, these orders were regular pay. This was supposed to be a peak pay of $2.50 per order. So even if they were with the peak pay added, unfortunately, with peak pay added, that means I've been getting nothing but low dollar orders, and I'm trying to figure out why is that? Is that because of my stats or what the issue is? And then, I'm sorry.
Yes, if we were going to be looking at the trend of your payment, If you could observe, you can definitely check it by yourself, and you can observe that it was actually fine because upon reviewing onto your payment here, we are seeing the trend that it's just the same with the other delivery that we had. So it's not because we have a low rating or completion rate or other ratings that we have, but this is based on a pay model.
So our ratings do affect how many orders we get as well as the dollar amount of those orders?
I don't think so that it will affect the dollars or the amount of your order because again that's based on the new pay model. So meaning to say it has been calculated in the system.
Okay, so even during peak pay, without peak pay, the average order is $6-7. Occasionally we'll get a $4, $3 order. Now, the entire time I was within the peak hours, I was still getting the same dollar amount. So that means now I'm asking, why is it that I'm receiving nothing but low dollar orders all of a sudden, all day today?
That's actually normal, like what I said.
That is not normal.
Again.
That is not normal. That is absolutely not normal.
I was saying that's normal because, again, it's based on our new pay model. So in a sense,
that has nothing to do with your new pay. So you mean to tell me your new pay model is only going to pay us $2 and $3, no more than $4 per delivery now?
It's not no more than dollars. Again, it depends on the delivery area or the amount that we're going to be getting.
No, it doesn't, because these are orders that no. That's absolutely not right, sir. And you know it's not right. Because your representative told me something totally different. Is there a way that I can speak to the escalation team?
Alright. As much as I would love to, even the escalation team will be explaining the new pay model.
Okay, so there is absolutely, you're telling me no, I can't speak to the escalation team?
Because it's the same thing that they will be given to you. I am already...
So why not allow them to tell me that? If it's going to be the same thing, excuse me, if it's going to be the same thing, then why would you be worried about me speaking with them? Why would it be a problem to transfer me?
Because this is not a valid transfer over to them because, again...
Really? Because
model,
so are you not looking at the system? You do not see that I've actually spoken with them within the last couple days, and I absolutely know that the things that you are telling me are a lie?
Like what I said to you, if you need to have a pushback, or if you really need to have a feedback with the new pay model that we have.
I do know that when I asked to speak to the escalation team that you all are supposed to transfer us, and for one reason or another, you guys do everything you can not to, all but say the actual word no. Now, when I went down there today to speak to Marissa at the main office, it was the same thing. She told me she has no idea why you guys keep denying us to speak to the escalation team when that's absolutely part of your job description. If you look into the system, you will see that I was just there today. And then I was there again a couple days ago. Please do know that you guys are not the only way that we can get to the escalation team. Now, I don't know if it's that you guys are losing your contract in December with Doordash because of the thousands of complaints that you guys get for some of the same things as to why you guys continue to treat us the way you do. I mean, at this point, I really don't care. I'd rather you guys not be our support team anymore. Because you guys are it's ridiculous that we can't even get you guys to follow protocol.
We understand.
I don't think you do. I very seriously doubt that you understand. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a problem for you to transfer me and allow them to tell me the exact same thing if that's what it is.
I understand. But again, if you're going to...
Sir, it sounds like you're just saying I understand just so that you... It sounds like you're just saying I understand because it's something nice to say, or that's part of what you guys are told to say. Irregardless, I just wanted to speak to the... There is absolutely no reason why every single order that I've received during peak hours and after peak hours were super low dollar orders. If it's not because of our stats and it's not because of, I've never ever received this many low dollar orders at one time. Not even yesterday. And I'm sure you can see that.
That's why, like what I said to you.
This is, no, it's not, that is not at all why you said that. You said that because you're trying everything under the sun not to transfer me, let alone fix the problem or admit that you guys are the problem. I mean, you guys have every ability to determine the dollar amount in which we get and whether or not we receive orders. I have proven that more than once and took that information down to the Doordash main office in Kansas City because this has been an ongoing problem with you guys.
I understand your frustration. Yeah.
I don't think you do. Excuse me. Before you start cutting me off again, let me ask you a question. Do you guys get paid per order or do you get a regular paycheck?
It's out of the business. It's none of your business, so we need to get
Right. You don't have to tell me for me to know better. You guys get a regular paycheck, so there is absolutely no way that you can understand my frustration. I'm the one that's out here putting the wear and tear on my car and working for you guys 18 to 20 hour days, 7 days a week, and I can't even bring home enough for gas. That's not okay. Now, in addition to me going down to the main office again tomorrow, I will be submitting, once again, the remainder of this information that I received tonight from you, because I do record all of my calls with you guys, because this has always been an issue with you guys. I do absolutely plan on submitting this additional information to any news station that wants to hear it. And actually, I've already started submitting to News Channel 5. And I've also started a channel with YouTube. Strictly videos of you guys. Because I do want them to absolutely get rid of your support team. And I'm going to do everything that I can to help them. Now, all I did was I've gave you guys so many chances to fix these problems and stop digging your heels in, because you guys are being proved wrong repeatedly, but you continue to do it. And I can almost guarantee that after this phone call, that I will absolutely end up having my orders paused yet again. It would probably do what it's been doing, if at all. You guys will allow me to receive orders for a certain number of hours, maybe 2 at the most is what it's been. And then all of a sudden you'll tell me, it's slowed down in your area. The problem is I have a second account. It's not in my name. It is on an encrypted phone because I absolutely want to continue to prove my case with you guys. I want to prove the things that you guys have been doing and all the complaints that have been coming in from various dashers, not just myself. I want to prove that you guys are doing this, not targeting me, but you're targeting dashers altogether. This is an ongoing problem. And I can almost guarantee that this is why you guys are hell-bent on not transferring us to the escalation team. Hello, I'm still talking. I can almost guarantee that I can bet my last dollar that the reason you guys do not transfer us to the escalation team, because you know that you've received so many complaints from various different dashers, and the problem with that is you guys know that your contract is up in December, and it's a very good chance that they're not going to renew it if you continue to get these excuse me, hello, are you going to continue to cut me off and be rude? I'm sorry. Are you going to try to disconnect the call? I mean, because I'm absolutely still talking.
That's your second warning. I truly understand.
My second warning? For what? What am I being warned for? Explain to me why I'm being warned all of a sudden. For what?
Because you are providing discouraging words with the business where you are right now.
I'm providing what?
We have a ways for us to be.
No. Repeat that. I'm providing what now?
We're running out of business.
No, baby. You can't give me a warning for telling you absolutely. You know what? Go right ahead. I want you to go ahead and dig yourself a deeper hole, hun.
I hope.
Because you are illegally giving me a warning. For what reason? It's beyond me. I mean, you can toss around these legalities all you'd like, but they don't fit. You're looking for an excuse to get off the phone because you know everything that is coming out of my mouth is the absolute truth. Is what that boils down to. That's exactly what it is.
Unprofessional.
I'm being unprofessional, yet you continue to cut me off? You will not do your job by transferring me to the escalation team, and I'm being unprofessional.
If you would like to provide feedback again,
I would like to speak to the escalation team.
We cannot be able to connect you with them.
So you are telling me no, I cannot talk to the escalation team.
I'm not saying that you have to know that I cannot be able. You cannot be able to talk to the escalation team, but we have a proper way of escalating it. And if you have to
and these are the exact reasons that you're supposed to escalate it, because in the past, including yesterday, when I spoke with, can I finish? Or are you going to try to find some other reason to give me a warning and call yourself hanging up? Now, I absolutely went through your protocol and have complained about this many times in the past, including yesterday, for the reason I ended up at that main office again today. And when I made those complaints, it was supposed to be escalated. It was supposed to be reported. It was supposed to go through the proper channels. But to my surprise, today when I went down there, there was absolutely not a single escalation filed. And if you are going to go ahead and do the escalation yourself, then I would like to have the escalation report number, so that I can verify that it's actually been done. Hello?
Can I speak now?
Yeah, as long as you don't cut me off, I'm more than willing to let you speak. And that's kind of the same respect I absolutely would like to have from you.
Because you're running out of business with the first.
I'm running out of what?
Yeah, and if you want to provide feedback in regards to this experience and with the payment.
So you mean to tell me you're about to try and hang up the phone on me? Do you have a supervisor there that I can speak with that's above you?
You are speaking to me right now. I am the highest.
So there is absolutely no other supervisor that's above you in that office? Because all I'm going to do is hang up and call. All you're going to do is hang that phone up on me and remind you, I am recording this phone call on purpose. It does not violate the wiretap law because you're already recording me, so that allows me to do the same. Now, I will be down there tomorrow to submit this video.
I hope that you will not going to cut it the way that you're speaking to a team manager. I also see from here that there is another feedback or incident report from you. Like what I said to you.
So there was a feedback report. There was a report done altogether on the issues that I'm having tonight. Because if so, I would like to have that report number.
You're not giving the report number like what I said to you.
So I'm being denied the report number?
No, the one that was sent to you. If
you had it right. You almost let it fall out of your mouth and you caught yourself. It is considered a reference number. You're just refusing to give it to me because you're angry now. You've gotten irritated because everything that I've said was the truth.
It's not a truth.
It's very true. I have all the evidence to prove it. And I've spoken with the main office. I have spoken with the escalation team. So I know it is absolutely true. If you do decide to hang up this phone, don't worry about it. I'm not going to do anything but hang up and call right back. And if you guys continue to freeze my orders so that I only receive so many orders for the night, I can promise you I'm already going back down there tomorrow and speak with the main office. Are you going to allow me to talk? Because I did allow you to speak. As I mentioned before, I can hear the irritation in your voice for the reason you keep cutting me off. Now, I will absolutely be down there tomorrow and will be submitting this video as well. The more evidence that I bring into that office proving you guys' incompetence, the quicker we can get you guys out of here. And I certainly appreciate it.
I hope that you will not cut the video.
I'm sorry? Cut it?
I hope that you will not gonna cut the video.
Oh, that's what you're gonna claim happened? You're gonna claim that that's what happened, sir? The problem with that is it's time and date stamped, hun. So if it's cut, it'll show that it's been cut. Unfortunately, sir, I have no need to cut it. And I will be glad, now that you raised that issue, I will be glad to show them the time and date stamp showing that it has not been cropped, cut, or anything. Thank you for raising that issue to me, so I do know to make sure that I show them that as well. Anything else you want to try to use to cover your butt?
I think it's not out of the business anymore. Again, if you want to have a feedback, you can go to Doordash.com.
No, I'd rather speak to the escalation team, but it's clear that you're not going to allow me to do that. You're going to deny me that once again. And I will say this, though, before you get off the phone. If you guys pause my orders, yet again, if I get slowed down when it comes to these orders and I continue to get these low-dollar orders, my next step will be to submit this video to News Channel 5 along with the rest of them.
That was clearly a threat over to customer support. I really do apologize. This call is being recorded as well.
I'm glad it is, and I hope you guys don't cut it.
And providing those kind of feedback over the phone. Again, we have an access into your account, which we can provide.
You absolutely have access to my account to do so. I've proven that as well, and that information's already been submitted to the main office.
Like what I said, an access.
You guys even have the ability to throw me out of my account, which you've done before. You did that twice last night.
You have been deactivated. Okay, meaning to say you're not allowed to...
No, I have not been deactivated, hun.
That's what you just said.
No, I did not. You're putting words in my mouth, sir. That is not at all what I said. What I said was you guys threw me out of my... You know what? You really good. I see why they made you supervisor, because you're good, but you're not that good, hun. I can promise you that. You are not very good at what you're doing.
You have to keep this professional. Those words that you're...
You have not kept this professional because you have cut me off every time I go to speak. You are refusing to allow me to speak to the escalation team, which is part of your protocol. You have absolutely lied to me at every step of the way the entire time I've been on the phone with you. So if we're going to talk about being unprofessional, sir, that would be you. I have not cursed you. I have not raised my voice, and I have not shown any frustration, but I can't say the same for you. And this is why you're in such a hurry to get off the phone. So, we can go through the little doohickey where we're playing that game again, but it's not working, sir. Everything that is coming out of your mouth is an absolute and utter lie. Every single thing that is coming out of your mouth is a lie. You guys do have the ability to alter even all the way down to our stats. This is why my stats haven't moved. They'll go down a little bit, but going up, not at all. I've actually had customers that allowed me to video them actually giving me 5 stars. And unfortunately, it never showed up. I've absolutely videoed me asking about not being able to receive orders, and lo and behold, I start receiving orders again. I have absolutely recorded you guys throwing me out of my shift not being shut down, but trying to throw me out of my shift. I've recorded that as well. I was in the middle of an order yesterday and you guys tried to pull it and it didn't work. I have absolutely recorded conversations with you guys repeatedly for the last couple months because it's been nothing but trouble with you guys. You guys have received so many complaints from DoorDashers and customers, not just us, but customers as well, because of the utter disrespect, the refusal to actually do the things that everybody knows you're supposed to do. I mean, it's ridiculous. I have never seen a more incompetent team in my entire life. And for you to be the manager of something like that, I don't think that's something you should take pride in. At least I wouldn't. I would require my team to do better. To do the things that they were hired to do. The things that they receive paychecks for. Because you guys do not get paid by the order like we do. You guys sit there at a cubicle, if it's even a cubicle, and you guys get paychecks, hourly pay.
Again, I provided you your second warning for providing those kind of language.
What language? I haven't even cursed at you, so you can call that language if you like.
I really apologize, but I would like to put it on the feedback under the... We can definitely provide feedback as a team manager from here.
Don't worry, I'm recording this phone call, so when you say you've warned me about my language, unfortunately, I haven't said a single cuss word, so that's not going to float, and this conversation is absolutely being recorded along with yours, which is fine. So you can say all day long that I cursed you, that I got loud with you, or whatever it is you want to tell them. I have actually backed myself up this time and showing the proof by recording this that there is absolutely no reason for you to be calling yourself, giving me a warning for my language. There isn't a language that I'm using other than plain English. Nice try, though. You can notate the account all you would like. Doesn't make me no, never mind. Go ahead and notate the account and say my language was messed up. Go ahead and do that. Because when I go ahead and prove otherwise, then that's all that's going to do is legally prove my case of retaliation.
At this time,
creating a hostile work environment. I'm not done speaking. All it's going to do is give me the evidence I need to prove retaliation, creating a hostile work environment, and discrimination. And all it's going to do is allow me to sue you guys. So go right ahead.
All right, so we will not be able to continue this phone call due to unprofessional language.
I'm sure you won't, because you don't want to face the facts. You guys are terrible. Go ahead. I mean, if you're going to go ahead and hang the phone up, even though I'm asking you nicely not to hang the phone up, because you're absolutely wrong and looking for a reason to do so. You hang this phone up, and that shows nothing more than your unprofessionalism. And it's just going to further prove my point. Now, are we going to continue to try to use the language as an excuse to hang up again? Or are we going to go ahead and try to fix this problem together? Or do I have to just wait and go down to the main office tomorrow and go through them again, yet again, and the escalation team that way? You're just going to hold the phone? See, the thing is, I have an icon at the top of my phone that shows me when you're still on the phone. So I know you're still here. Are you just not going to answer me now? We're going to sit here and listen to each other breathe. Hello? I'm not going to hang the phone up, so we can sit here and listen to each other breathe. Be my guest. It doesn't bother me one bit, but I will prove my point one way or the other. So while you're sitting there notating the account and swearing to God.
Welcome to your after call survey. Thank you for taking the
So
time
you guys,
to
he
complete
chose to
all
hang
your
up.
questions. Did we resolve your issue? If yes, press 1. If no, how satisfied are you with your support experience?
I am not satisfied
Strongly
at all. You see that I
satisfied,
pushed 2
press
for no.
1.
And then I'm going to push
Thank you for
5
your feedback.
for no.
Goodbye.
Very dissatisfied. Him hung up, y'all.